without further ado, folks, I know you're not here to listen to us talk, though you're going to have to, but you also want to watch some Dr. Marius. So we're going to get that countdown going. And the time has started. Both of our players ready to go. And Bidwell off first, and Ook off second. What are you thinking of these boards so far, John?
Well, on the side of Bidwell, that left side with those reds, which apparently the game isn't sending too much red to work with, might stall Bidwell a little bit. So that's probably going to become a priority to try and open that left side, which also on the bottom side is pretty much crowded of viruses. It's everything is on rows 1 and 2. On Ook side, the right side has a lot of yellow, and yeah, he's going to have to come up with some strats there to try and clear up all of that. Then it's pretty much stairs on that right side, so yeah, that's going to be interesting to see how Ook deals with it.
Yeah, Ook had a really interesting board. It was just kind of a cavern going kind of side to side through. Very unusual board style. It's definitely been slowing him down, especially with some rough RNGs. He's got 19 viruses to go. 10 viruses to go over for Bidwell. He's got a largely split board and no yellow to speak of.
Yeah, he doesn't have any yellow viruses, so it's a two color board, almost a one color board at this point. Only that lone blue virus, which now is open. So he only needs the pills. He doesn't need to open anything else, and now
Yeah.
it's completely red on his side.
And I'm realizing that there is something missing on Bidwell's side. I will work on that for you. John,
Oh yeah.
providing some more commentary for you is Bidwell out of 6 at about a minute and a half.
Yeah, and as JB was saying earlier, Ook is getting stuck a little bit there because well, the board was in a weird configuration, but he's trying to make the best out of it, trying to go from both sides, top and down on those left viruses. While Bidwell is trying to open up a considerable advantage, but we know that on these early levels anything is possible. So, yeah, as long as Ook can get quickly out of this level, which the game isn't exactly cooperating for, but hopefully he'll get 2 yellows soon. There's one, and there's the other one, of course, with a double. So Ook is out at 220, which is well, not what you expect on level 6. The good times are around one. Well, the best ones are around 130. Anything below 2 minutes is acceptable at this level.
Yeah, 2 minutes is a
And
bit of a dangerous time when you're going through 6. Absolutely agree with you there. There's a next pill for Bidwell, just so you all have that
mhm.
information readily available. Apologies for that. Uh, so taking a look here, it's Bidwell really running away with this. He's on 3 minutes, 3 viruses to go. They're all stacked up pretty high. He's going to have to eat some drop time here, and every column that you see one of those pills, or row rather, you see those pills drop. Is Bidwell nodding his head at about 309. It's about a quarter of a second off the clock. So if you drop 4 rows, that's a full second off the time.
yeah, you want to do efficient clears, and Ook had one of those earlier on. He went for a T that just cleared 3 viruses, and everything that dropped there was exactly where you wanted it, and there was no garbage left. So Ook is trying to just push as hard as possible because he knows for sure he must be behind at this point, given well the kind of 6 that he had to deal with.
Absolutely. And he's buried himself in a bit of a corner, but I like this play. He's going to drop down those yellows, and they are going to disappear, I promise. Uh, as Ook pause buffering a bit out at sub 4. He's got about 18 viruses that he's got to make up.
Yeah, and I mean, he caught up quite a bit. I mean, it's like if you had 2 levels about at 2 minutes, so it's not terrible, but much better than the position he was earlier on. While Bidwell is coming up with some nice combos there, getting an L and just setting up for what's below it.
I haven't seen Bidwell play at this pace. I've really seen him kind of transition off of the heavy combo style that he's so well known for playing to more of I would almost say a Packy-esque style where it's just press down and hope for the best.
Yeah, he's been just training that mode. Actually, I was seeing him a little bit earlier, and he managed to get at some point a sub 6 in 6 to 9. So yeah, it seems like it's been working for him, and that's why we've seen a transition of Bidwell into this new way of playing the game.
Bidwell leaning in. He's leaning in at 5:08 out of level 8, so looking for a really good time here. Remember, his PB is, I believe, around 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, so yeah, he has the hot times. It's just a matter of the game helping. And speaking of helping, the game isn't doing it on Uk's side. He needs help with those reds, and they are not coming. And yeah, he had ready that combo to drop on the blue that was below, but he had to just clear it and start working on something else.
And having 2 viruses just buried so far deep with all that garbage next to it is just really, really, really difficult. You got to be very careful how you manage him. Is Ook out at sub 6? He's got to make up 18 viruses. He's still down by that same margin, and it looks like Bidwell, bit of a slowdown here as he doesn't have a lot to play with via RNG. Although look at this combo, John. Wow.
Yeah, I mean that's the advantage of having the knowledge that Bidwell has on just looking out also for those combos. He might be trying that quick, just put pills wherever they go, but he knows how to still use pills when they are not the most favorable.
Absolutely. 9 viruses to go here, 8 viruses to go. As Bidwell really trying to secure this first round win here. Really want to set himself up nice for the second game. Meanwhile, Ook at 26 viruses, just having problems getting through that big block of viruses that's taken up most of that left side.
Yeah, and Ook not getting a lot of openings to just start working on every side of the board. That left side with the blue, yeah, is completely paralyzing his board. And
Bidwell out at a 7:06.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ook having to deal with one of these boards that, or even seats that just doesn't help, and it's not only one level but several that just want to cooperate, and yeah, makes it difficult to work even to the best players. This is this is probably one of those seats that takes time, and yeah, it's the one thing that you don't have.
Ook's gonna throw in the towel midway through level 9. As Bidwell takes the first win. But this is far from over. We still got at least one more game, hopefully 2 for Ook. We're going to see Ook bounce back here. The 6 and 11.
Okay, and we have readies from both of our players.
All right, well, then I need to do my job then.
Yeah. So yeah, we're only waiting for the countdown. There we go.
And the starting gun has been fired. Let the pills drop.
And again, now Ook is out first, and Bidwell right behind.
And Ook immediately going to work, going for that 1 pill clear on that set of yellows. And it looks like that might have been a misflip on Ook's end with that blue-red. Or maybe not.
I think it probably was, but he's fixing it the best way that you can there, almost working with that garbage and just using it to clear something else. The thing is, Ook usually plays on medium, but he's been trying to play more on high, so yeah, he's more used to going for that kind of talks and flips with a little bit more of time, but he's been trying to adapt to high, at least for this earlier level. So yeah, that's going to help him sometimes, but when it doesn't work, then yeah, he's going to get those misflips.
Meanwhile, Bidwell blazing through the 6 right now, has 2 viruses to go, was very close to a sub-minute. Which is just mind-blowingly fast here. Bidwell not getting that last yellow. He is going to get it, though, out at 1:11. Amazing time.
Yeah, and he knows it. You can see it on his face that he knows that was a blazing level 6, and yeah, just making it difficult. But Ook right behind there at the 124 finishing level 6. So this is a much better seed than what we saw on the last game.
And I'm actually looking at speedrun.com right now, John, and that minute 11 might be the fifth best time ever on 6. So, and if he
Yeah,
would, that sub minute would have put him in the top 3 pretty close. He would have taken Floyd out of the top 3, which I'm sure Floyd's thrilled to hear.
yeah, it was a nice seat there. So yeah, probably Floyd breathing calmer for a little bit there, but yeah. Well, at this point, both of them mostly at the same point. Bidwell just regaining the lead there, but Ook takes it right back. They're just 1-2 viruses from each other. So yeah, it's one way and then it flips to the other.
Sorry about that, folks.
Yeah.
We've got a bit of a connection issue. We're getting that fixed on Ook's side. This Ook's Playfield brought to you by Best Buy. Meanwhile, Bidwell still going to town and has 9 viruses to go and 8 viruses to go for Ook. Welcome back, Ook. We've missed you so much. It's a bit of a lead right now for Ook, and I like this combo, putting him down to 4. Bidwell needing blue, not getting it. This is a big opportunity here if you're Ook. He's going to try to set some stuff up underneath to minimize drop time or completely get rid of it. Looking for blues, not getting them. He is going to get a blue-red. That's a good play for it. Now he's starting to run out of real estate in column 4. Real space, sure. Let's call it that.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, both of our players are looking for blues, and I think Ook just missed it, but they are almost head to head at this point.
Yeah, neck and neck here as we get to the eighth level, and a great drop there by Bidwell, putting him at 31. Although Ook's starting to go to town here, and now opening up part of the board. I like that drop into column 3.
Yeah, Ook just trying to play without leaving a lot of garbage. Just trying to put things where they will be useful, not trying to make it even harder to just open up the board. There was a lightning bolt there by Ook, utilizing that double yellow beautifully.
As you've seen in our community dictionary, that lightning bolt is a tuck play that clears viruses both above and below that pill. Looks kind of like a lightning bolt. It's cool. Everyone in chat loves it. 19 viruses to go for Ook, 13 for Bidwell here as he's on level 8. And
yeah, Ook struggling right now to get space to play with yellows, but yeah, he's just trying to use them as good as he possibly can. While they're Bidwell with a nice combo, just dropping things. Losing a little bit of time because of drop time, but yeah, when you have these 3 columns basically that have everything, that's the way you have to go. So at this point, it's only a couple of viruses behind between our 2 players. No, not behind, but between our 2 players. While Bidwell is setting up for a horizontal there for the red, because yeah, everything is covered on in the vertical way, and there we go. Bidwell gets it out at 506, while Ook is also out of level 8. I missed it.
yeah, Ook is about 9 seconds behind here as we just get a quick refresh so we can get these players a little closer in time. As far as the virus count goes, though, John, these 2 are pretty even. It's really going to come down to 9.
Yeah, man, if we consider the 6 seconds that Ook is in front of Bidwell, it's maybe just the slight advantage to Bidwell, but yeah, it's all coming down to whoever can get out of this level first. So,
I'd be giving the advantage here to Ook. He's keeping that top line though. We're seeing Bidwell split his board here, which really can be problematic. And Ook is just like zoning in on these single pill clears, just to get everything out as efficiently as possible. He's already down to 14 as he's 6 minutes and 15 seconds in. Although Bidwell has started to reduce his top line as well. It's really going to come down to how these players play the corners. It's a tough corner for Ook, but I like this double horizontal. He's going to turn this into keeping. He's got everything free and clear now, John. He's down to 6 viruses. It's all yellows for Bidwell, and Bidwell not free and clear. He's got that yellow virus buried in row 1.
Yeah, I mean, Bidwell has the problem that every virus is the same color there, and it's 4 that are completely separate, so there's no way to go efficiently about it. While Luke only needs 2 more reds, and
Luke
he's
out
going
at
to be out at
6:51.
6:52.
Bidwell's time. He's got 3, 2, 1. That second game goes to Ookthelibrarian. He will force a third game.
Yeah, I mean, it was very close. That 7 minutes, it's a very good time, but not enough to overtake with Ook. So yeah, Ook takes it with by about 10 seconds or so.
What a close game between these two, and you can tell Bidwell frustrated by the end of that 9.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the way it is, and like you said, I was going to say I agreed with you there with Ook keeping the top line much lower, which means he could reduce the drop time, and maybe that was the difference between the 2 boards. So there you go. It's just how you start playing the board, and sometimes that's all it takes.
And as we get ready for game 3 here, we have readies from both players. We're going to get right into it then. We're going to get right into this third game. No time for breaks here. But while these two get started here on their third game, don't forget September 25th in Columbus, Ohio will be the Dr. Mario versus World Championships. That's right, we're coming back with a live event, baby. We've already been talking about it amongst our staff, and we're really excited for it. And a lot of folks probably happy to just get on out of their house and go see some stuff outside of it. As early on here, it is a neck-and-neck virus count, but looks like Bidwell started first, so a bit of a lead going his way.
Yeah, both our players just a couple viruses away. Bidwell's top line is very yellow heavy, so that's going to require some help from the doctor. As Ook has that yellow virus on the top, which probably is going to be the last thing to take care of. It's not in the way. He doesn't have to really take care of it urgently. So, okay, that double is going to help to get rid of it. But yeah, if it's not in the way of how the pills fall vertically and you can just avoid it, then you can just let it be.
These two have never faced before, and we're really seeing just an even matchup between these two. The stats really telling the tale here, as Bidwell down to his final 4, but at 127, Ook's out. That would be the 6th best all-time 6 for Ook. So great job to Ook, as he is 31 viruses to go. Meanwhile, Bidwell struggling. He's getting blues, and he has 0 need for them. And he's kind of in a situation where if he wants to clear underneath, he's going to be required to get that double red.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Unfortunately, sometimes you count wrong when coming from below, and yeah, that's going to happen. You're going to miscount by 1. But Bidwell is out at 150, which is it's a good time for
the emotion on Bidwell. He knows that was not a good 6, and he's really just trying to get things going here, just jamming on that controller to get to the next level. 28 viruses right now. Ook has a comfortable lead, though, of about 12 viruses.
In comparison to his first 2 levels 6s there for Bidwell, yeah, this was completely different. And unfortunately, he had to go and just clear those blue-yellows that were happening in columns 5 and 6 because he set up for something else, and then his plan had to change because of a double. So yeah, sometimes you just have to readjust as Bidwell did there. But Ook taking a big lead at this point, just 4 viruses to go, and I think that double yellow was a mistake there, so he's going to have to set up below just to clear that red and not to cover that, so otherwise it's going to be a problem.
He's also buried that blue a little bit. He's going to have to either clear that red vertically or go horizontally. It looks like he's choosing to go horizontally. Meanwhile, Bidwell has a lot of red set up, but nothing to really finish the job here. And he's going to be clearing that middle section out. So he's got a completely split board. A lot of reds everywhere. He really needs a red surge right now, and he's kind of cut off the bottom of his stage.
Yeah, and there Ook is out at 314. He had to eat a couple more seconds because the order in which he cleared those last two viruses, unfortunately, because of the next build that came around, wasn't the right way around. But sometimes it happens, and yeah, you just have to take the penalty time there.
And Bidwell also really in trouble with that red off in row 3. Really going to have to try to dig out to get to that. But meanwhile, Ook is at crossing the 4-minute mark here. 23 viruses to go on 8. Bidwell really struggling here with that last virus. I think he may be trying to just. I think the goal here is to just get everything off of that vertically. But really, really rough going here for Bidwell as he crosses the 4-minute mark, still on 7.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is one of those situations where you've covered every side of that virus, and the only way to go for it is something like that. Yeah, and Bidwell is going to be out at 412, but at this point, Ook has already cleared half of level 8, so taking a sizable advantage at this point.
And I think with some things that Bidwell was saying, channeling another regular frequent player here in the Dr. Mario community, I won't name names, but going to go with that quick triple clear, and you see Bidwell really just going heavy on that down press. He's down by 15 viruses, and he's really trying to just get those quick clears.
Oh yeah, definitely. At this point, Bidwell surely knows that he has time to he has to make up time. So yeah, he is just putting pills wherever they may fall and hope that they will work.
And right now he is absolutely torching level 8 right now. He's already down to 10 to Ook's 2. Ook needs some blue support here, but the pace that Bidwell has made up has been pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. Being only 5 viruses down it's amazing. Ook is going to be out at 522, but Bidwell is right behind. Only going to be those viruses on that corner that might slow him down.
And that double blue is huge. It makes that burial in that corner less difficult. He's out at 538. He's bouncing. He's jamming that start button. He's down by 9 viruses. He knows there is no game 4. He has to push that down like there is no tomorrow. And he's opened himself up for another triple clear if you look over in column 1, John.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be a quick clear if he gets the right pills there, or yeah, he can just split it there to just get that drop, and it's still going to be pretty efficient. Meanwhile, Ook needing a lot of blue just to clear up on that right side, getting there a lightning bolt to clear very quickly there with no drop time. But this is getting much closer. Almost 10 viruses only left between the two players.
Bidwell's probably going to be just setting up here for some good plays, trying to clean this board up. Bidwell has a bit of a problem because that's a lot of viruses on the bottom of his board. But meanwhile, Ook's got to deal with a Spire, and it's almost exclusively yellow-red. He's got that blue virus hanging up near the top of column 8. But we're going to see Bidwell start going to town here. He really, really is going to start digging. 17 viruses to 5 here. Bidwell needs a huge comeback, and right now with that 0 drop clear, that's the way to do it, down to 14 to 3. But Ook needing just 2 yellows. There's one of them, and there's the other. Ook will lock it in with a 708 in what was just an absolutely crazy third game.
Yeah, I mean, in spite of everything, Bidwell managing to bring it this close is just brilliant. If he had moved that a little bit, then he could have used the drop time. But 7:24 is going to be Bidwell's time. Barely missing it, but bringing it back from that level 7 that completely left there a gap between both of our players. I mean, that was an amazing job from Bidwell.
And as pointed out in our chat, this will be Ookthelibrarian's first trip to the second round. Had to beat Bidwell to do it, and Bidwell just got hung up on that 7, and sometimes just that'll kill you.
Yeah, I mean, Ook has been just playing to get to out of round one, and finally he does it. Unfortunately, well, leaving Bidwell in the way, but yeah, this is how the tournament goes. And this time around, well, we have our first win from the lower seed, just right in the first match that we had
And
this month. So.